Hey everyone, so I got a message today from sports friend 2342, and he or she, I'm not sure, had some questions about how to submit to Beckett grading. So I thought to myself, might as well post a video of how I am submitting all my cards to Beckett grading. So anyways, if you have any other questions at the end of the video, be sure to send me messages yeah, definitely. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So first off, we're going to go to Google, write in Beckett.com, because that's the central location of Beckett grading anyways. And as you see, many results come up. We'll click on Beckett, and we'll wait for it to load. We'll go to grading. You'll have to double click this. I think it will get fixed very soon anyways, because Beckett's doing some maintenance on their website. So once that loads up, you'll see you're on the Beckett grading website. And right now I'm pointing at the offer, because every month there's a promotion. For instance, right now in April, $1 off each service level is offered. Then on the right of that, there's dates where Beckett graders will be at shows. Up top you see the Beckett.com, right where we were. You see the check order status, where you see the status of your order. You see graded card lookup, where you see statistics about your card. You see population report, see how many other cards were graded like yours. You see grade submission form, which I'll be showing you later, and then you can see compare forms. Then there's a bunch of other random stuff. Anyways, so we scroll down the page, there's some info, but what we're really looking at is to the right, where you see print form and electronic form on top. We're going to be using electronic form because that's what I prefer to use. So it takes you to this page where you see I've already had some submissions submitted, some that are I'm in the progress of making, and of course you can edit, view those, submit, but we're going to create a new one. So you just agree with all these rules and terms and conditions, and you'll see services. Beckett offers the 2-day business service, 5-day business service, 10-day business service, 20-day business service, or 45-day business service. As you can see below, the more cards you submit, the cheaper it is, and the cheapest you can get basically is over 100 cards at the 45-day service. That's how you read that. And then there's just a bunch of stuff that you don't really need to read. Then you select your shipping option. And there's plenty of ways from FedEx there. You can pay with a check, money order, or a credit card. As you can see, we're just going to skip that. Anyway, so now we're on the Beckett. We're on the submission form, basically, about to upload cards. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Add Card. You're going to submit at the top. I know right now the website's having maintenance, like I said, so things are a little bit unclear. It usually says, like, player name. So right here, we're going to write player name. So let's just say Derek Jeter. We'll go to the year, which is 1993, and then we'll go to the set, which I just write SP. For this, you don't have to be extremely detailed. You just have to write in some card basics to help the computer identify it. So there you go, exactly what I was looking for. Derek Jeter foil rookie card. Add that to submission, and there you go. That's in there. Alright, so say you want to add a card that you can't quite find using that way of typing in card information, which is common when you have cards that are red refractors, blah 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 blah, serial numbered, 1 of 1s. You're gonna have to use use this form, which is located right here. You'll click on this, and basically what it is you're just writing in the card details yourself without having to search it in through the computer and add submission that way. You're just typing it all in yourself, which is it's the manual way, but if a card's not there, it's what you're going to need to do. So yeah, I made that go real quick. Now here we are. So we're at here. You're going to add an item. You click the sport, you click the quantity. So if you have 4 of them, you're going to put 4, but I only have 1, so I'm going to put 1. You type in the year, set name, all the basic stuff. Pretty easy to do. The card number. For this one, it's 279. Then we put in Derek Jeter, or whatever your player's name is. So then you can declare the value. Let's just put $100, and then on the left there's send auction. That's only if you want Beckett to send the card to auction for you, which I don't, because I want the card to come back. So you just add there, and then your card comes up. So now there's plenty of things on here that you should probably learn. When you add through the not use card form, then you have to declare the value and then click update. After you do any changes on here, except for delete, you're gonna have to click update for them to actually show. Yeah, basically on the right you have the you can change. Oh, on the left you have quantity. On the right you have the GGUM option, which is where they can insert a piece of Derek Jeter's jersey into the graded card. I don't really like doing that, but if that's something that really floats your boat, then you are more than welcome to do it. It costs a little bit extra money. I'm not sure exactly how much because I don't ever use it. Anyways, on the right of that is the certified autograph. So if your card has been certified, is autographed, and the autograph has been certified by the distributor, so Topps, Upper Deck, whatever, then you click that, and it's an extra $2 that has to go on because your autograph gets graded. So then you click finish now once you're done, and that will submit it. Or for me anyways, since I don't really want to submit this order, it was just for this purpose, I'm just going to click finish later and then delete it. But yeah, once you click finish later, you'll come back to the screen, and if you ever wanted to make other adjustments, you can click edit view and then print, which I'll talk about later. So anyways, the printing thing is once you're done, you've submitted it, it will say print submission form, and that's basically like a packing slip just to let everyone know when the Beckett gets it in Texas or whatever, wherever they're located, they will go through that and make sure all the cards that are listed are in there, blah 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 blah. So anyways, that's all that's for. Now I just want to tell you what kind of cards. I'm not going to tell you what cards you have to submit, but what cards generally are the wiser ones to submit. I generally submit rookie cards, autograph cards, serial number cards, rare inserts, one of ones, vintage. But if that's just because when you're submitting base cards, you can probably get the card you want graded, the grade you want, for cheaper than it would cost to grade it yourself, if that makes sense, because there's so many cards. For instance, in the 1991 Upper Deck set, they've been unbelievably mass produced, and so many people have already got them graded. They're not that hard to get it's not that hard to get a 9.5 or whatever card you want, or PSA 10, but for 9.5 we're talking Beckett. Anyways, so let's just use Jeter for example. Like when you decided your cards you want to submit, you're gonna want to put them in a semi-rigid holder. That's what I do anyways. I put tape on the top because it keeps them more steady. So here's that protects them. You're not gonna want to put them straight into whatever sort of thing you're using to mail, or you can put them into, I don't even know how to describe these holders. This is not the Griffey, of course, it's Brett Boone, but it says store safe, but they're not as, I'd recommend you use these, but if you really have to, go for these. Anyway, so then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to at least be setting them in a bubble mailer, at least. I generally will submit them in boxes, and I put a lot of packaging stuff in there to make sure that they get there in the condition that I sent them. And yeah, so that's basically the basics. I guess once you submit them, your card, depending on your service level, say for instance, let's just use the 10-day service level. After 10 days, Beckett will be 10 business days. Beckett will ship out your cards using FedEx. And from my experience with ground, anyways, FedEx will get there anywhere between 4 to 5 days. I've been liking the 2-day service. It's like 10 days. I mean, $10 more maybe, but you get it right away. So that's nice. Oh, before I forget, one more thing about shipping. You're gonna want to put delivery confirmation on every one of these things that you send to Beckett. That way you just can confirm that your card made it to their facilities in Texas. And yeah, that's why you do that. And so with that, I guess that wraps up the video. If you have any other questions, be sure to let me know. I feel like I might have forgotten something, and I can answer that in 2 seconds. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching again. Hater to the fakers, and hopefully there's a lot of 9.5s in your future. I'll be sending some cards in too. So stay tuned.